What is good, YouTube, and welcome to part 2 of our complete post moves tutorial. And in this video we're going to focus on setting up advanced movements, and you'll never run out of moves in the post. After watching this video, you'll be able to create your own unique combos and dominate in the paint without having to rely on just the drop step. But before we get started, I just want to remind you to watch part 1 of our post-movement basics tutorial. It's essential viewing because I won't go over those basic details in this video. We're going to focus on setting up combos, advanced shot creation, and what types of setups you need to be successful in the post. And as you can see from these clips, we're creating out of the post in many creative situations, using some uncommon combos and creating unique combos of our own, which adds a little sauce to your post game. Lastly, I'll have a separate video for the face-up game because there are some unique moves here that deserve its own attention. It's very high execution, very difficult to master. So this will be a separate video on how to create out of the face-up position, out of that post pivot. And as you can see here, these are some creative finishes set up by our different post pivot jab steps into escape jumpers. Okay, so let's start with the basics, and that's by initiating your different back down moves to create space moving forward and countering that forward pressure with a standard fadeaway that is done by holding L2 and holding the right stick down left or down right in the direction of your fade. Pascal Siakam backs up just a little bit, and with that space we're able to hit a wide open fadeaway which creates a lot of space. So my first tip is to also explore in the different setups that you can do in order to combo your post moves with non-traditional post movements. For example, this step over can be combined with a post-up position to enter into the post after a step over. We're able to mask a fadeaway, which we can't do in just a standard step over position. And I'm sure you already know one of the most powerful moves in 2Ks for a long time now is the drop step. So while holding L2, tap square and hold the left stick up and away from the basket. So in this case, I'm holding L2, I'll tap square and then I'll hold the left stick up and to the right to execute a drop step. So while holding L2, quickly tap the right stick left to right or right to left to execute a shimmy fadeaway. You can also perform a shimmy hook by instead tapping the right stick down left to up right or down right to up left depending on the direction of your hook shot. This is a great way to create space as a result of the misdirection from the shimmy fake. So as I mentioned in part 1 of the post-up video, you want to combine your different setups in order to create misdirection, shift your defender around, and then counter with your different advanced shots. Now if you're Joel Embiid and you've got the strength to go through your defender while holding L2, tap square and hold the left stick up and towards the basket to execute a hop step, which goes through your defender into a strong finish. Okay, now that we got those basics out of the way, let's now go into the fun part of this video, which is creating advanced combos. So let's focus on the right side of the floor. Now while in a post-up position, you want to move the left stick different directions in order to create different pivot moves. Let's start with that face up right there. I tap the right stick to the left as I'm in this position to create that face-up position, and then I hold the right stick upright to execute a hook shot. Now if you really get good at timing this move, it's very quick and very difficult to defend. That post pivot gives Akeem that extra bit of space as a result of his inside shoulder protecting the ball. You can immediately launch into a hook shot which is uncontested. Now from that one move, we're going to continue to build multiple combos and counters. Now, instead of shooting the hook shot, let's execute a pump fake and then rotate the right stick clockwise to execute a post spin drive. So this is my main philosophy out of the post. One setup, multiple counters, different directions. I'm never in a situation where I can't counter depending on how my defender is playing me. And you can see that right here after that post spin, I add another wrinkle by adding another counter, a shimmy sombor shuffle for Nikola Jokic, which is creating a lot of space. So my second tip right there is after your post spin drive, don't let go of L2. Instead, let go of the left stick, and while holding L2, you can use your slowing momentum in order to counter into different hook shots, shimmy shots, or different post moves out of this position. So again, after rotating the right stick clockwise, you want to hold the left stick towards the left. Immediately let go of the left stick but still hold L2, and then from there, once you enter into that post-up position for the second time, you can counter with different hook shots, fadeaways, shimmy shots, even spin moves out of the post. Combine it with the different setups which I showed in part 1 of the video, and you'll have limitless combos out of this position. The key here is to let go of the left stick so that you will slow down enough so that you can re-enter the post and counter in a different direction. So think of this as a crossover from the post because you're moving from one direction and then countering by reversing. And as you can see from this clip right here, this works even on elite defenders with length and athleticism like Rudy Gobert. They will not know what hit him after you execute this move because it creates a lot of space. They carry their momentum in one direction and then you quickly counter and they're not able to recover quick enough to close out on the shot. Now since you're re-entering the post for a second time, you can combine this with any post move you can imagine. Right here, I combined that with a drop step. So again, as you re-enter that post after that post drive, quickly tap square and hold the left stick up left or up right away from the basket to execute a drop step. Now the drop step in itself is a very devastating move on its own, but if you're able to execute this on the move, you will seal your defender and finish uncontested at the basket. So the goal with any post combo is to always remain dynamic, never commit yourself to one position, and always have counters available to you. See here, even if Gobert stops me, I have a fadeaway counter. What's even more ridiculous, you can also combine this with a counter spin. As you can see here, we seal max thrust, and that's just a typical Nikola Jokic shot. So after that spin, I enter the post, I spin again, and max thrust didn't even stand a chance against Jokic there. So always be dynamic with how you attack out of the post or when entering into a face-up position. As you can see right here, that's a very dynamic move. So our next advanced move is that escape jumper combo out of that hook shot pump fake. So again, instead of shooting that hook shot, we let go of the right stick. We also let go of L2 and then quickly tap square and then hold the left stick in any direction for where you want to launch into your escape jumper. Now if you got guys like KD who's got an excellent escape jumper and is very fast out of his exits, this is a very devastating move. So after that pump fake right there, we combo into an escape jumper which gives us an uncontested shot from 3. So this is a great way to create space. Once your defender bites on that pump fake, set them up with your different post pivots, your pump fake, and then hit that step back jumper to create that extra bit of space as you can see right here. So my tip for execution is once you tap the right stick and let go of L2, you want to immediately tap square and then hold the left stick in any direction and then hold square to finish the shot. So this is a very fast combo. Even before that pump fake animation starts, you already want to be inputting your square and left stick inputs. A different variation out of this move is you keep holding L2 and then execute the same square and left stick inputs to execute a post-hop jump shot. Now some of these post-hop jumpers are ridiculous in the amount of space that they can create. As you can see right here, I'm basically at the mid-range and after my pump fake, I end up at the 3-point line. So this is a great counter if you force the defense to commit to that pump fake. They won't know what hit them once you launch in a separate direction out of that post-hop jumper, as you can see right here. And another tip is you can blend and mask animations together by cancelling them at the right time. So for example, right here, I execute a fake spin to the baseline, I quickly tap square and then hold the left stick away from the basket to combine that seamlessly into this post-hop jump shot. As you can see right here, you won't even be able to tell where one animation starts and the other ends. They're blended seamlessly together and that misdirection gives us a wide open jump shot. And these different types of combos are possible because of what we learned in part 1. Execute your different post entries and exits and then combine that with different spin moves, spin counters, and that flows seamlessly into your different types of shots. So again, from that one basic setup that we had since the beginning of this video, step over, face up into a hook shot, we spin out, and then execute that post spin step back for a wide open lane to the basket. So I'll end the video with another combo which you can incorporate into your bag. So exit out of the post by letting go of L2 and holding the left stick to the left, to the right, or down to execute a step back. From there, you want to quickly hold L2 to cancel that exit animation and blend that directly into a post-up position, which you can combine into a fadeaway. As you can see right there, the space it creates is monumental, especially when you got guys like Joel Embiid. And that was ridiculous right there. Rudy Gobert was basically DeMarcus Cousins and Karl Anthony Towns memeing on Joel Embiid right there. I couldn't back him down, so I exit out of the post. Immediately hold L2 right here to combine that into a post-up position, and then I hit a fadeaway which he did not see coming. This just shows you that you can create nasty combos out of unconventional positions to create misdirection and create that extra bit of space that you need out of the post. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the video. Part 3 will focus on the face-up game and unique combos which you can execute out of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.